Stretch goals. Finally, this is where the exciting stuff starts. So now, the first and the most important stretch goal of all. As you know, the 10-10 goal that I said was just for fun, and it shows two things. One, the project started on the 10th of October. And secondly, it's a 10 out of 10 project. So, with the first stretch goal of $121,000, we'll be able to create the smart contracts we need for the D-Web. But we'll be relying on other people to create a platform for D-websites, DSM and D-games. So if you are to build an interface for users to upload their web pages, run a D website, whilst also being able to browse for other D websites on the network, then we will need to raise $212,000, which adding Kickstarter fees would be around $236,000. So that's our second stretch goal, which I estimate and hope to reach within a few hours after the project is live. Now, if we hit our second stretch goal of $679,000, we'll be able to create the DSM with all the features that I talked about. You'll be able to post pictures, videos, and messages. Note, by the way, that the D-Web and DSM will be created in different forms as well, so you'll be able to access them through a website and an application on your mobile or computer. Now, our third stretch goal, which is $1,350,000, is the very first D-game ever, an online card game called Soar, which I talked about in the D-game section. So, moving on. What happens at $5 million? Remember the ad section? How users would be able to watch videos and posts for free with just an ad? Now imagine if you could do the same, but instead of videos and posts, it's songs. So you'll be able to listen to 50 songs with a single ad, which by the way, you voluntarily chose. What's that like for the artist who made the song? Well, that's freaking 2 cents per stream. Compare that to half a cent with Apple Music or Spotify. One ad, but 50 free songs. The $3.5 million investment that goes into this is partly for the marketing of the product. As you know, it's not easy to create a ruckus, as Seth Godin calls it, so all the extra investment will be spent on perfecting the products. In this case, D-Web, DSM, D-Game, and now D-Music. For the next stretch goal, I'll just pause for a few seconds so you could read this description, which says it all. So, imagine being able to stream a movie with an ad that you can skip. I will dive deep into all these stretch goals after achieving them, which directly depends on you. Now, to this gigantic jump from $20 million to 50. In the website, I said I'll reveal the game when we hit a $5 million pledge, but as a bonus for you who have watched this video until now, I'll say the name of the game I have in mind. As it so happens, I am a huge fan of Harry Potter and always admired the wizard's chess. So we will try and build everything required to develop the game in a decentralized network and be incredibly fast at the same time. However, these stretch goals are just numbers without people like you backing the project. So I do want to take the time and thank you if you have already backed me up, and to ask you to pledge any amount you want if you haven't already.